Thanks for tuning in for one of Please Tuesday devotionals. We're so happy that you're joining us online on whichever social media platform that you're on. If this is your first time sitting down with us, we're doing a little online segment about books of the Bible that are only one chapter long. And they're kind of like, our hope is that you watch the video quickly and then you go ahead and you read that book of the Bible. And we thought it'd be kind of fun that after this is done, if you've been following along, you can say, hey, wow, I read 5 books of the Bible this summer. So at this point, we've already done Jude, Obadiah, and Philemon. And so the only ones that we have left are 2nd John and 3rd John. And I will admit, I've put them off to make their videos for last because in some ways they're so short and so direct that it's like, I feel like I'm going to only be able to make a 2-second video, or they're so dense that I'm going to have to make like a half-hour video. So I'm going to do my best to really kind of keep this within a watchable amount of time. And so today we're going to focus on 2nd John. And so 2nd John is written to someone who my translation calls her the elect lady. And it can be, different people agree if this is a specific Christian household or if this is a church, because oftentimes the Bible refers to church in like a female connotation. So John is writing to either this woman's household or to this church, and he's commemorating them for how well they are doing. And he says 2 things that I really want to pull out for the sake of this video. The first thing that John commends this household or this church of is walking in truth. Walking, being that it in my mind, it demonstrates a constantness. He doesn't say, took steps in truth. He doesn't say, did walk. It's an ongoing, never ending. And I think that that's always a good reminder with Christianity, because we're so used to things in our life. Everything has a timeline, a beginning and end, and those kinds of things. But Christianity is an everyday, a daily, it's a walking. And then the other thing I really want to pull out for you guys to focus on, in verse 6, he gives John's definition of love. He's saying, that you guys are doing so good at loving one another, and here is how you are loving. And he describes love as keeping God's commandments and all this stuff. So something that I want to try and give you guys a reflection point on these videos to just think about through your day. So after reading this chapter, this very brief chapter, think of John's love versus how the world describes love. And I know if you're someone who's not new to Christianity, this kind of concept comes up a lot, but I think, again, just like with the idea of walking, it's really important to remind ourselves of this. I think that this word love is one of the most commonly used and misused words in the English language. All you need is love, and I agree with that, but love is one of those words that can have a million different meanings. So just something to kind of reflect on is, how does John or the Bible describe love versus how the world or those around me describe love? So, yeah, thanks for joining, and we'll be back next week with 3rd John. But really, again, if I can just pull out, I'd love it if you watch this video very quickly, then sit down and read the book of 2nd John. It's very brief. And then just kind of reflect on, making sure, am I walking an ing, a constant process of following God? And then the other thing to reflect on is, am I doing love the way John describes it, or am I doing love in a different way?